Hi, everybody. It's me, Dr. Kathy. I am back again for an interesting topic today. Okay, so is beauty attracted to the beast sexually? What do you think? Does beauty look at the beast and say, oh my gosh, I really, really am attracted and I want to be passionate and intimate with the beast? What do you think? All right, so we know that the beast has a beast like look. So looks are important, but there are other things that are more important than looks, right? But we get attracted to each other based on looks. We actually have that initial question of what does a person look like whenever we are meeting someone new, like on a dating app. We look at the pictures, right? But when we look at these pictures, we don't really know what makes someone attractive, even though there are so many definitions of beauty. Personally, I feel that you define your own beauty and your own attractiveness, and you actually have to decide what you like, right? We all know that. But my point is, there is a lot of beauty in the beast, right? And I think she is looking at the beast and saying he's strong, he's tall, he's dark, right? Not handsome, but really very in charge, right? Like a leader, the boss. He's not someone that you would look at and walk away and ignore. You'd really, really see him, right, in a crowd. So I think a lot of us women love men that have that look of strength, right? Being masculine, being a leader, being someone that's going to take charge and protect us. We like to be protected. We like to have our future in terms of, let's say, our children. If we have children with you, we want to have the knowledge that you will protect our children. So you are going to find that you are really subconsciously, unconsciously looking at looks as strength, right? As can he take care of me and my family if I have babies with him, right? So that's what beauty is looking at, and we women tend to do that. If the beast came in with a limp or with one arm or with, you know, I'm not going to say two heads, but if he came in like in a wheelchair, not many women are going to look at the beast. Instead, he comes in this wonderful outfit. And of course, she's attracted to him again for many reasons, but part of it is the looks. So your looks are very important. We all know that, right? The celebrity world, they teach us how to look, right? But again, looks is just the start, right? KS, RIP, talked about rating yourself. Rating yourself meaning 1 to 10, where do you think you fall? And I really think that you do need to know where you fall, but does it matter that much? It does, but there's more to the picture, right? More to the looks. Again, you're seeing strength, you're seeing leadership, you're seeing someone that can actually take charge. And yeah, I'll say it, pay some bills, right? He's going to be in charge of the castle and pay the bills while she sits pretty and has her kids. But again, that was then. Nowadays, we really do date based on sharing and partnering up and deciding who's going to do what. So again, the bills is really not as important, especially today. I'm not talking about money, though money is important for some people. Today, we're talking about looks. So when someone is focusing on looks, I am always trying to encourage you to understand that the looks have to represent strength, and you have to know whether that person has a good intention in terms of when they look back at you. So you're seeing what he sees. What does he see in her? Yes, she's beautiful. Yes, she is able to attract this strong, wealthy beast, right? Who is, of course, the king of the castle. And if you look at her, she's besotted with him. Why? Because again, not only the looks, but how he treats her, how he values her. We have to be careful that there's not objectification going on. We know that word. What does that mean? It means that you are looking at someone as an object, right? that the person has really no feelings. You're treating that person like an instrument. The person should sit down and just look pretty. We don't want that. That is a no-no. That is against all principles in terms of relationships. You can't be objectifying someone and think you're going to have a great relationship. You have to have a great interest in the other person, meaning you have to know whether that person has likes and dislikes and, good days, bad days, what she thinks about her opinions, right? Her values. You have to know what she is all about. And obviously, he is definitely interested in that, which again does take part in that sexual attraction that I think they have. I mean, there's going to be beautiful kids along the way sometime, right? But you really want to be able to see that he is not just looking at her as an object. So, very important, y'all. Make sure you're not involved in objectification. You want to make sure that you have someone that values you and will make you laugh, right? I'm big into that. And so, I want you to also see someone or meet someone that has looks but can do more than that, right? Give you a connection, which again, I'm big into, a beautiful connection where you can have a future together in terms of growing together, right? So, yes, the looks are the start, but you really need to know that sometimes we are looking at the looks as important, but again, some people don't. And they feel that if you're too pretty, you could be trouble, right? You could cost a lot of money for maintenance, right? And you could be you know, not very trustworthy or loose or untrustworthy, right? In terms of unfaithful, you can see that some men will say, "Ah, she's too much." And I remember once someone sent me a message, "How much would it cost, right, to be your partner?" And I'm like, "Come on, it's not a matter of money; it's a matter of connecting, right? You've got to have that connection so that you can actually have that intense love that we're all looking for. And again, the start is looks, but you want to take a very big, pause and say, apart from the looks, can he provide for me? Right? Very important. That's why I wanted to talk about that feeling of security. And then if you get intimate, you're going to feel a lot more comfortable with your person that you're saying is going to take care of me. You can be more vulnerable, right? You can actually relax and say, I'm going to let him do this and do that in the bedroom, right? But if you are not feeling comfortable and you feel this dude is really just here for the act of the sex, we don't really want to let loose and enjoy the sexual connection or even have the orgasm, which again is hard to do for women that think and overthink, right? So you really want to be able to have some feeling or some sense of being worthy, right? Some self worth, okay? So whenever you are thinking of a relationship, again, it's both ways, vice versa. Vice versa. You really want to be able to think of valuing each other, not just one way. All right. And that's partly why some people just avoid looking good. They just walk around and say, I'm just going to look the way I look. And I don't agree with that. I think it's very important to come out looking your best. Not all the time. All that heavy makeup is a little bit too much for some men. I don't like to wear makeup much either. And I do wear it when I have to. But a lot of times I'll walk around without makeup or light makeup, right? Because a lot of the men don't like that. And really, I think we've got to understand that all that makeup can make you look fake, right? Unreal. And you really want to have the person you're with see you in your natural state and feel that you are okay and that you love yourself. Again, that self confidence. When you walk around feeling, I am beautiful, which you should all the time, right? You should always feel that you're beautiful. You really want to feel that you can conquer the world and any man can come your way and you can conquer the man too, right? As a woman. And that self confidence can be very attractive in terms of looks. And you can see the glow on a woman when she's self confident and she has a lot of love for herself, which is important. And that does contribute to the looks, right? Being able to walk that walk, right? And the man, right? When the man walks, you want to see him walk with that, strong, very, again, masculine walk, not always the walk that looks sort of like they're doing nothing, right? So you want to have that purposeful walk for men and that they're going somewhere. And you'll get a sense from that aura, from that energy that they exude. But again, looks have to be more than just skin deep, right? You've got the inner beauty and you've got the outer beauty. So the outer beauty is important, but the inner beauty is also important. And you've got to be able to realize that, yeah, he looks good, or yeah, he doesn't look that good. But the question is, what is underneath? Who is this person? And that's what you really want to focus on, finding out whether you can have a connection with that person, your partner, and develop a great relationship, which I feel they will have and have had already, right? But so, what can we do to improve our looks, right? Now, men, we know that they'll groom, right? They'll make sure that they get their hair cut and they'll make sure that their nails are done. Some men will do their manicure and some men don't, and that's okay. They do their own nails. But being well groomed, well dressed is very important. And sometimes being casual, simple is also attracting, especially when you're going to certain places that don't need the full formal wear. So you really should think of where you're going and dress appropriately. So dressing can be improved by getting a image consultant, right? So you want to try and get someone that will help you show you how to dress at different times for different occasions. And that is very important because if you are inappropriate, people will be so turned off and say, oh my gosh, this is so ridiculous. Like right now, what I'm wearing, right? I'm just wearing it for this posting, for this video. And I know that it can be interesting that I'm wearing a more sexier outfit than the beast, than beauty, sorry. But that was the point. It doesn't have to be one set way. You can develop your own likes, your own taste in what you wear, but make sure it's classy. If you need to consult an image consultant, please do that. So crucial in terms of having that look that will attract your opposite sex. Both men and women get that image consultant if you think you need one. Don't walk around looking so nonchalant, like you don't care how you look. Okay. Another way of improving your looks would be therapy. Yes, I'm going to say counseling. You are going to develop that inner confidence and you're going to walk around with that look of, I would say, I'm not going to say love, but a look of being happy, a look of being satisfied with oneself. I think that's the best word. When you walk around and you love yourself and you have that satisfied look, you really do draw a lot of people. I tell my patients, don't look sad. If you're sad, you're going to repel people. You're going to push people away. They're not going to want to see you. And they're going to say, no, thank you, and walk away because you don't, again, exude that love or that ability to love. And if you need help, go for counseling. If you need to go back to your childhood and find out where you missed your love from your parents, from your siblings, from your aunts, from your uncles, or hate, get it taken care of, forgive, move on so that you can now lead a life of pure love and attract, again, pure love. So again, image consultant, get therapy, get counseling. Please, very important, get a great counselor. If you don't like the counselor or the therapist, change the therapist, find another one, okay? All right, two more easy ones. Yeah, easy for some people, but difficult for some people. And I really do think diet is crucial, right? You've got to eat well so that you're not getting overweight. You're not going to get into that area where you're fighting and battling with your weight. So please watch what you eat. If you need to get a dietitian, get some education from a nice dietitian that is qualified, even though I know sometimes they make it very simple in terms of carbs and proteins and vegetables and fruits. You really want to get a little bit more than that. You want to get some like testing for allergies to foods. What are you allergic to? Or get some advice as to what can cause an autoimmune problem for those that need to have an evaluation that foods are causing discomfort for them, bloating, and causing them to not have good bowel movements. You have to have those bowel movements, very important to lose weight. And, consult with a great doctor, again, whether it's your primary care doctor or your OBGYN, it depends on who you see more frequently. Get a doctor that knows how to encourage you to lose weight and work with a counselor, because the counselor and the doctor together can help you choose better foods. And again, if you have cravings, the primary care doctor or a holistic doctor like myself will help you find out how to curb those sugar cravings, especially, or those carb cravings, right? Then we have exercise. Exercise, of course, that's how he gets all these muscles and how we get taught, right? We don't want to have flabby arms or flabby tummy. We want to work out. We want to make sure that we do that on a consistent basis, at least 3 times a week. Okay, guys and gals, 3 times a week. Now, the guys will kill it, right? Sometimes they overdo it, but the most important thing is being healthy. Get your physical, get checked, make sure that your heart is doing well, your blood pressure, your physical, which means your EKG, your urinalysis. For guys, a prostate exam, right? Make sure you've had your prostate exam. And for the ladies, the mammogram, the pap smear. Please get your physicals done, because you know that that will impact your life in the future and your looks. When you're healthy, you can see it, right? Your skin glows, your hair glows, your nails grow, right? There's not fungus on those nails, because when you get fungus, it's telling me that something is going wrong internally, right? So I know I'm going off into medical, but right now, going back to, yeah, but toenails, you need to have nice, healthy toenails. So going back to looks, please make a note and just know that my main discussion is for you to understand that looks are important. You can do something about it. Now, going into major surgery, I didn't mention that. It depends on the situation. Consult your doctor for that. But, there are cases, I don't believe in the unnecessary surgeries, like people that go and get their abdomen to look like it's chiseled. I don't know about that. I really think you should just work out. But there are certain surgeries that you can do that will benefit you in so many different ways, right? I'm very big into bariatric surgery, the weight loss surgery. And now that semaglutide has come out, I'm big into that. So again, for looks, for weight loss, consult your doctor so that you're not alone in that decision, okay? And watch out for all those big surgeries, because they're dangerous, and we all know about that, right? So that really is what I wanted to talk to you about, for you to understand that the major reason why they are attracted to each other is not just looks, it's also a connection. And you want to look for a connection when you're looking for looks, but also look for how you're being treated and how you're being valued. But you also have to value yourself and love yourself so that you look good all the time. Okay? All right, guys, nice talking to you. See you next time. Bye.